you need to understand that Aboriginal title and land and property, all these things are basically a concept. And the bottom property concept, the bottom layer, like on a blanket, the bottom layer is Aboriginal title. And the province and the federal government were never able to extinguish it, and they never did. That's how come the Supreme Court of Canada recognizes it does exist. And on top of that is, if there is Crown title, rests on top of that. And top of Crown title rests fee simple, rests forestry license, mining life permits, all these other things are created off of that. But the base title, the Aboriginal title, we've decided, those of us who are not negotiating, we decided we're never going to extinguish it. Therefore, we need to find out and come up and negotiate what are the powers and decisions with regard to access and benefits with regards to our Aboriginal territories. And that's what should be negotiated, not extinguishment. We should be negotiating terms of where our elders, where our people participate in making decisions with regard to access and with regard to benefits. And those are the things that need to be put in it. But we need to, first of all, reject and have the government pull off the table the old comprehensive land claims policy, because it isn't a matter of land claims to begin with. Why the hell should we be claiming land from British Columbia? The only reason we would claim land for British Columbia is that we would believe in the colonial doctrines of discovery, because in the colonial doctrines of discovery, it says that I think there's about 4 white guys who claimed BC. There was Captain Cook, Simon Fraser, David Thompson, Alexander Mackenzie. These guys have said, because we're white guys, we can claim the land from the Indians right from underneath their feet. We can actually even call them Indians, this kind of stuff, all this colonial nonsense that goes along with it, And that's what the government is saying, that gives them the power to call everything Crown title. That all Aboriginal lands vest in the Crown. That's what happens, like when you do a roadblock, they'll charge you for being on Crown land, and that you're a trespasser, and they'll throw you in jail. Now, we need to challenge that. I know, like in terms of the Chilcotin case, it was actually raised, the colonial doctrines of discovery. We had a meeting about that, but, the courts need to be challenged too. They need to be challenged that the whole colonial doctrines of discovery is a racist property concept, and it should not be used as Canada's or Canada's claim to our territory, and that the only reason that the settlers have a right here is based on their human rights. They will recognize settlers' human rights, and they need to recognize our human rights. And our human rights include our Aboriginal title to the base part of this land.